Okay.
Yeah, I have,
Okay, just one moment,
let me
please.
get into my system.
I'm gonna put.
Okay, my name's Cameron. I work at Boston 311 in City Hall.
Hi, I'm Hank. I'm a constituent advocate at Boston 311.
Hi, I'm Juanita. I'm a constituent advocate at Boston 311. I answer phones.
Yeah, I'm Bruce. I work here in 311, constituent advocate, just like everybody else.
I'm Nisha. I'm a constituent advocate at Boston 311.
My name is Tim Majowski. I'm a constituent advocate at the Boston 311 office up on the 8th floor at City Hall. What I do here, I am a catch-all for pretty much any inquiry or service request that anybody within the city has at any point, since the office is 24/7.
Have you talked to your landlord about this?
Have you talked to your neighbor about this?
Have you spoken to your neighbor about the tree?
Okay, yeah, have you talked to your landlord about this?
Is the tree on the property or is it on the sidewalk?
Have you talked to your boss about this?
What did your boss say? Is the tree on your property?
Have you talked to your mother about this?
Yeah, I mean, we'll get people who call in dead squirrel on the property, but you have to be very specific here. Is it on the property or is it on the sidewalk? Because we have to know. We can't pick it up if it's on the property, so we ask people to just scoot it onto the sidewalk. It's really no problem.
So I asked him, can't you just nudge it onto the sidewalk a little? I mean, it's just a dead squirrel.
She didn't want to push it onto the sidewalk. We could only pick up the raccoon if it was on the sidewalk. So I had to tell her how to get a stick and make sure it was dead and push it onto the sidewalk.
I have gotten multiple calls where constituents have dropped their valuables into a trash can.
You know, they've dropped their keys into a solar compactor.
Or they drop their mail in the solar compactor thinking it's a mailbox.
It's not a mailbox.
Okay, it was keys in the solar compactor?
People drop their keys in solar compactors every day.
Where are you located?
Sometimes I can't tell if they're saying keys or khakis, so I just kind of decide on want to go with it.
So, marijuana was legalized last year. Nobody seems to know anything other than that, however.
I mean, is it legal, like, walking around legal, or is it legal, like, in your house legal?
Is it legal to smoke next to a school? And of course, that's a drug-free zone, but really, when you think about it, everywhere is a drug-free zone.
People call all the time and they want to speak to the mayor and they're like, put Marty on. I want to speak to the mayor.
Put Marty on the phone. I want to talk to Marty. I know him from when I was a kid. Really know him. We're good friends.
Well, if you're such good friends with him, certainly you have his phone number, right? But, you know, they don't. They just want to speak with the mayor. And we normally don't put calls through to the mayor.
I'm sorry, the mayor can't take calls right now.
No, I'm sorry, ma'am. The mayor can't take calls.
He's really busy. I'm sorry, the mayor's not available to talk right now. Like I said, he's very busy. He cannot take calls right now.
What? There's nobody here? And who's running City Hall? You have to have, like, hot breath in your ear to know that it's someone who really cares about their neighborhood.
So a little while ago, Rocco decided it was a good idea that he'd put this foghorn that plays when we have a lot of calls in the queue. It sounded okay on paper. In practice, it was probably the most detrimental thing that's happened in this office. So that phonetically.
I'm sorry, are you speaking English?
That was one of the most infuriating sounds I have ever heard in my life.
I could hear that alarm in my dreams. I had nightmares about that alarm.
I think that if you call back,
Okay, ma'am, can you call back in a moment? I know. Yeah, I can hear it too. I know.
I have no idea.
I don't think you realize when you're calling 311 many crazy things that the people answering the phone are hearing.
I have to decompress after every day.
I had a caller who kept insisting that I could help him activate his debit card for about 15 minutes.
That I had to notify the mayor to tell the helicopter to stop following them.
Eventually, I just activated it.
I've gotten people, you know, they'll just ask, like, if I can make dinner reservations for them. Okay. Well, you got good taste. All right, yeah, you're all set for 7 o'clock, 4 people. Yeah, you too.
All right, we'll see you all later.
Okay.
Some people call in every single day.
And I mean every day.
Yeah, we have our usuals. Everyone has one or two callers that will request them specifically when they call in.
There's a guy from Mattapan. He calls every day for a different reason. Bruce actually seems to like talking to him. He'll chat this guy up for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'd say Mattapan is a top 6 neighborhood here in Boston. There's a guy who calls in every day, and I'll chat him up. You know, putting in a sidewalk repair request can be a bonding experience. You can learn a lot about someone. I mean, their contact information, someone they know who tripped on the sidewalk maybe, the location of that sidewalk. It can really be a worthwhile experience.
A walk-in is where someone meanders into the front office of the 5th floor, and the receptionist behind the desk does not know how to make them go away.
As soon as someone says the word walk-in, everyone just kind of pretends that they're doing something a lot more important than a walk-in.
Guys, we have a walk-in.
I don't want to go.
I hear the word walk-in, you're not gonna see me.
Sometimes we have to draw straws to see who will go.
We always send people in pairs now. It has to be 2. We sent an intern down once before alone. Last I heard, he was going to the office of the parking clerk. Never heard from him again.
Some say he's still standing in line down there.
There's normally food around here, so there's that.
Yeah, we do fun things around here. We do. We have fun. We went to a recycling center one time.
It can be hard to get the full effect of a birthday party here, but we do what we can.
We did escape the room one time. That ended up just being, there was a lot of phones in the room that just kept ringing. We never went back there.
I actually had the best phone pickup time last month, which is a pretty big title around here.
All right, fastest pickup time this month was Tim.
Get some! What? You serious?
I mean, I practice daily. It's pretty simple. You gotta flick the wrist at the right time. It's all in the wrist. Like, I don't understand why everybody else doesn't get that. Everybody's so annoyed. They're all like, "Oh, Tim's so full of it. Like, he has no idea how to do this job, or put in cases or notifications." Like, all you gotta do is press the button at the right time. The second that phone rings, you just jerk for it. I mean, you're done.
Tim's a real piece of work, you know that? It's alright. Didn't win this month. It's not a big deal. All right, we're done today.
Hello, you've reached Boston 311. My name is Hank. How may I help you?